city of the sun. You could have stayed, it's only over when the day is done. I never knew you was a runner, yeah. I mistook you for a son. It don't matter what we think when it's all over. 'Cause this is our last chance to leave it all behind. Raise your voice and raise your power, your power.
Today is April 16, 2026. It is 3:07 a.m. I just did a quick video. It's gonna be a short video for Pt1 Sussex of day 3. I came across some videos and I quickly put them together for you guys. It will be uploaded. Oh, it's ready. There's no issues down here. I'm gonna make it public right now on Pt1 Sussex, and then some of the videos that are on this short video that I'm making public right now will be on this video that I'm talking in right now. Okay, so go on Pt1 Sussex to check some stuff out. Let's see if it's up here. Yep, there it is. That's this one. All right, so we're gonna discuss some tweets that I came across. It will be on this channel. I'm actually way behind because I'm still editing some videos from like day 2. All right, so let's go on X. This is on this video. This tweet that you're seeing on my screen right now, it's further down. Hopefully I put everything in one video. All right, day 3 of Australia visit. Prince Harry and Meghan, Duke and Duchess of Sussex meeting representative from the Corey Heritage Trust before taking part in the Scar Tree Walk in Melbourne. All right, so there's some pictures. I think it's a thread. And then I have some videos of this particular situation where they took those pictures. All right, so these are all pictures. All right. I like that. During that little discussion, Meghan was talking to the little boy, saying something about a book that Archie likes. And also, in this video that I'm talking in, there's a reporting that says there's no motorcade, there's no security, you know, those type of nonsense those the Rangers be bringing up about Harry and Meghan security. So the reporter brought up about the security. There was none of that, with the exception 2 securities that probably were meant to be there anyway. Their regular job, so I was kind of happy the reporter pointed it out. All right. That little boy. There he is. That's that. So that's all the pictures that's on the thread. Oh, look at that lady in the back. Oh my god, I don't think she's gonna like that picture of her. Oh my god, there's Meghan. Wow, no makeup. There's this. One of the squad is share
Just give a little space.
Alright, there's pictures. It's a long thread, so I'm going over all the pictures that's in the thread. Look at Harry. There's this guy in the back. Look at that. They look so childish. Look at Harry. There they are here. Meghan is talking serious stuff here. That's nice. Oh, there's no audio. No audio. Could barely hear what they're saying. with the exception of the helicopter.
This wasn't
Make sure we give space here. You're okay, but yeah.
I think Archie and Lily would have enjoyed this outing. Alright, it's done. It's only 16 seconds. So that's all on the thread. Okay, I went over all of these. Okay. So someone put the thread. So let's go to the next tweet. I only read the caption on the first part. Alliance of Moms. It says Mama. Oh, very interesting. Okay, the squad or the squad or something. I mean, hey, they know. Alright, so now this is some videos that I believe are on that short video that I just made public. Alright, we saw some of it. Alright, Prince Harry and Meghan's during Scar Tree walk on day 3 of Australian visit, looking all cool and relaxed. Alright, so 21 seconds.
Just give a little space.
Alright, so that's pretty much that. Next tweet, another video. For those who are new, who probably just stumbled upon my channel, I'm sorry. When you watch some of those video clips that I'll be sharing with you, you will see the video start moving, playing fine, and then boom, it paused with a screenshot. I do that purposely so YouTube don't block my videos or don't give me a copyright strike or something like that. So I manipulate it as much as I can, and at the same time try to share the essence of the video. Okay, so this is the next tweet. It's back-to-back news about Harry and Meghan on day 3. They fly out to Sydney later today after completing their Melbourne engagement. Alright, 18 seconds. That video as well is on the short video.
The Duke and Duchess of Sussex have been spotted at Federation Square in Melbourne. Harry and Meghan participating in the Scar Tree walk before attending a mental health event at Swinburne University. Prince Harry will headline a workplace wellbeing event this afternoon before the couple head to Sydney. The Duke and Duchess.
It's playing over. One comment under it. Looks like Sydney is turning on some nice warm weather for them. Alright. Isn't Australia, it's warm year round? Let me look it up. Never been there. Never really look into their weather type of things. But I think they are warm weather year round. Let me pause and go search. Oh, I was wrong. No, Australia's weather is not warm year-round. While often perceived as a hot country, it has 4 distinct seasons in the south with cold winters and distinct wet, dry season. I mean, yeah, there's raining season, all of that, but I was thinking more like summer type of weather and cold type of weather. There's snow and things like that. So I didn't think they ever have snow in my mind. Okay, I didn't know. Okay, it's 4 distinct seasons in the south with cold winters. Oh, and distinct wet, dry season in the north. The south experiences cold, rainy winters and hot summer, while only the tropic north remain warm all year round. Okay, some part remain warm all year round. I will assume the part that's warm all year round probably more populated, because most people don't want to deal with the change of weather. Let me look that up as well. Let me pause and search. I don't want this video to be too long. My question sort of sound kind of weird, but I just grabbed the keyword from the last comment to put in this question. Is Australia's tropical north that's warm all year round is more populated? The answer is no. Wow. No, Australia's tropical north is not more populated. Is it north? Did they say north? Despite being warm all year, okay, it is sparsely populated, contain only about, wow, 5.2% of the population. Okay, so you could pause and read the rest. So what I thought would have been more populated is wrong. So which part of Australia is more populated? Okay, let's see. Let me pause again. That will be the question. All right, so this is the question. Which part of Australia that is more populated? The most populated part of Australia is the eastern and southeastern coast, particularly within the state of New South Wales, Victoria, and Queensland. Over 80% of the population lives in this area, with major urban centers concentrated around the coastal plain and hinterland. Okay, so how is the weather there? Let me pause again, and then that'll be the last question. Hopefully nothing else popped up. All right, so the question is, how is the weather in the eastern and southeastern coast of Australia? Because these are the most populated. Okay, as of mid-April 2026, the eastern and southeastern coast of Australia is experiencing a mix of conditions. Significant rainfall and showers are affecting coastal Queensland from Cape Yorktown. Okay. So that's the, I don't know, sometime when this crazy stuff popped up, I don't even know why I'm sharing them anyway. So this is the next tweet. This is the next tweet. Alright, this is from Hello Canada. Prince Harry and Meghan soak up local culture on Aboriginal walking tour in Melbourne and share a sweet parenting moment along the way. When a young boy showed Harry a traditional ball made of animal skin, he said was wombat. His dad quickly clarified it was possum. Meghan was charmed but surprised the boy hadn't heard of Diary of Wombat. My kid loved that book, she explained, clearly missing Prince Archie and Princess Elizabeth on day 3 of the Sussex's Australia tour. You know what I'm thinking? Godmother's bookstore. Alright, so this video, I have it on that short video as well. 47 seconds. Let's listen.
Good, you did great yesterday.
You hear that compliment Heavy give that little boy?
Alright, so this is what they play with. Explains a lot.
I think the kids, Archie and Lily.
There's one back.
Awesome.
Yes, right here. That's a straight.
You have that children's book, Diary of a Wombat. Our kids love that book. It's so good. Diary of a Wombat. He's very cheeky. He got a book.
Meghan just promoted that book, so it's probably gonna be sold out soon. Okay, a traditional ball made of animal skin. That is cool. Great learning experience. I guess they don't want to waste any part of the animal, I will assume. I don't know, okay? Because usually many of these native people of the land, they don't hunt for fun. They hunt for food. So which means every part of the animal is used. So it's either they make coat out of the fur of the animal, and in this aspect it seems like this is what they made out of the fur of what is possum, they said. Okay, that's experience. Did he see the woman in the background? LOL. She glanced over and walked right on by. That's the laugh here. Harry and Meghan, or whoever they think they are, and for all the voodoo clowns hating outside the club, stay mad. Alright, whatever's on the screen. If they bought the kids, they be yeah, I think so too. They be enjoying their company in the evenings, and maybe Archie and Lily will enjoy Australia. Why is she dressed like that? Not only does it look mess. Oh fuck. Alright, you could pause and read that. I don't want to spend time on the negativity. And still forcing him to hold her hand. She is pathetic. Oh, okay. So that's the rest. If you want to read. But meanwhile, since it popped up, let me block this. I don't want to come across the nonsense. Alright. You could read the rest. Pause and read. Let me go to the next video. I'm already behind day 2. There's 2 videos I need to edit. Alright, so there's this one here. This man is a gem. Aussie reporter on the ground basically, quote, "Y'all are being gaslit and riled up about taxpayer funding Harry and Meghan's trip when the truth is that there have been 0 police present and 0 motorcades on any of the engagement." Alright, so there's my comment here. I think in my humble opinion, if they felt like they could go like this, is because I think they go based on how things is going. So they probably determine, do you think it's safe to do this like this? Or they assess the natural situation. If it wasn't safe, I don't think they'll be doing it. So they made sure it was safe to do that, and then they go based on that. All right, so let's listen. There'll be screenshot in between.
Harry and Meghan are here being spoken with by some representatives from the Career Heritage Trust. And this is not a public event. This was not an advertised event, but we are near, we'll just swing around quickly, near the Yarra River here. In the distance there, something that I have seen only today for the first time in the 3 days that they've been in Melbourne, and that is police. Before Harry and Meghan arrived, there was a lot of discussion about, well, who's going to pay for the police escorts and the motorcades, and who's going to look at, will that be the taxpayer? There have been no motorcades, there have been no police, they've been travelling in 2 Range Rovers, but this is the first time I've seen them, and I would suspect that they maybe were in the area, and this is probably the most, though, exposed that they have been during their 3 days here. Everything else has been pretty much indoors and by invitation only. Harry and Meghan are here.
So this is my comment about an hour ago. Glad he, the reporter, highlight about the security situation. No motorcades is a very important thing to highlight for the who's paying for their security bunch, the Rangers, and the 2 securities were probably in the area anyway doing their regular or typical as usual work. All right, 2 people liked it. But the thing is that now that this is out and they are still out there doing their engagement, things might change now. Okay, things might change. They assess the situation and see if it's safe to do the walkabout like this, or they change their mind. So they're probably a little bit flexible about things. So that day they probably assess and say, okay, it was safe, so let's do that. They're probably not gonna do that again now that this is been highlighted. Okay, how about keeping that to yourself? Yes and no. But the thing is that the derangers who keep on saying about police protection and past videos during that trip, I already highlight some of those things. But they have a number of plain clothes protection guys. They're not cheap. All right, that's Harry and Meghan's paid for. Yep, I highlight them whenever I come across those videos. I see their security, I highlight them. All right, there have been 0 Australian police thus far, and even if they appear at some point, this is standard for high-profile visitor and already allocated within the government budget with or without Harry and Meghan's being there. I think I read this, and I've also I read this in past video, and I also put it on my community board on IP Team Sussex for you guys. You could pause and read. It's like every year within the budget of the government, I'm just summarizing this, the budget of the Australian government, they set aside some money for a situation like this. If, let's say, they don't need it, let's say for Harry and Meghan, they probably don't need it, so they save it for the next dignitary, the high profile that comes that might use it. So that's what I think is happening here. Okay, well, if the police are in the same area, they generally stop for a little squeeze. That's how they rescue my daughter. So something decided to drive over for a quiz. Thank God they did. God bless. Okay, so like they were saying, the reporter was saying, the police were already there. Their typical, I guess, what do they call that? Security, not vigilant, patrol, okay? So they had police there already. So maybe this is why and how Harry and Meghan decided, let's go in an area where there's a police already there. So it will be much safer for us. Okay, so they could use the situation like that. All right, did I just read this? Well, if the police are in the same area, they generally start. Okay, I just read that. Let's pause this. This is an ad. All right, I agree with you, even though that's great, and I'm all still afraid for them. Yeah, that uncertainty is always there. And this is why our prayers is always needed for them. That is Felix Sembo microphone. Maybe he heard how Jabson broke down yesterday on 5 and is doing his good deed for his mental health. He hyperventilated about motorcades and police escorts. Sadly, it was entertaining. I shared that video in one of my... Did I edit it already? I don't think so. But you should see it in one of my videos, probably day 2. Alright, day 3. Live coverage coming in of Harry and Meghan beginning the Scar Tree Walk in Melbourne. Alright, 19 seconds.
This afternoon before they depart to Sydney, but these are live pictures you are seeing right now from Melbourne. Can't quite spot the Duke and Duchess, but I think they're in there somewhere, guys.
They're right there.
Yes, can we see them?
Yep,
There they are. This afternoon.
Alright. Is this helicopter footage? Thank you for all your posts. The Senior Lieutenant Zandy Sussex. Drone footage, helicopter. Genuinely never seen anything like this. That's an ad. They put up a drone. The media are infatuated with the golden couple. They're also irrelevant that the media have a drone tracking them. LOL. The derangers will always come and say their nonsense. Meghan's quote, there's nothing wrong with it. They are desperate for any content. Thank you. Thank you, Zandy. Alright, next tweet. I think these are some pictures. I might, depend on how quick I edit whatever I'm still working on. I might come across new... Oh, I still have a lot. New tweets to put in another video. A picture of Harry and Meghan with the representative from the Corey Heritage Trust. Alright, there's that little boy. Does anyone know what is the name of what Prince Harry is holding? Thanks. There's that. William and Kate, please take note that King Harry and Queen Meghan love each other and love being around each other. Why are they all looking in different directions? Maybe there's different cameras. They're looking at different cameras. Oh my God. What? What? Oh. Are you freaking kidding me? Phew. Black. Beautiful photo of everyone. Let's black this. My God. Alright, let's go to the next one. Another group picture. There's this. Today, 16 young people from regional and rural communities across Australia led a powerful conversation on mental health. We were honored to be joined by Prince Harry and Meghan, who attend and help to amplify the voices of young Australians on global stage. You know who I'm thinking of? Because he spoke out when Meghan was in the UK about her mental health. No, I think Meghan had left. It's when she spoke about the situation that she almost took her life. Hugh Jackman. I think there's a organization that he sort of highlight, or how do they call this? Promote or patron of. All right, Hugh Jackman. I would love to hear his perspective, or at least they could have invited him. I think he's Australian, or maybe his schedule doesn't fit. All right, so there's more pictures. These are not on my list. Okay, Princess left the building, so that's after the event. I didn't have this on my list. Look at Harry. There's the guards here. There's that. The dress looked very simple, but very nice. Okay, so there's more of this. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex joined the Scar Tree Walk on the 3rd day of their official visit to Melbourne. Alright, so let's like these. So this is the event. That's different. I think I highlight this on another video already, because I remember someone mentioned about why they put they tag Sussex Royal or something. Next tweet. Okay, people love Harry and Meghan. Another stunning selfie with Narelle. Alright, let's read this. OMG, I just met Prince Harry and Meghan. Spell it wrong. They were so lovely and chatted to me. They were doing a walk at the Yarra. Okay, no one knew the time, so no one else was there except the press. And when they were leaving, Meghan called out, "Bye, Narelle," and gave me a big wave. It was so great to see them. Alright, so there they are here. Okay. Looking back to say bye to you is so sweet. No one can make me hate Meghan and Harry. She always remembers the names of people who were introduced to her. Yep, that is true. Oh, look at all these people. This is extra. Notice the angle of the shot. Let's look in. Look at all the people here. The comments. Let's pause here. Now the barriers finally getting a chance to do their jobs. Oh my God. I don't want to mess with Nelly on Twitter. The reason she's saying this is because in the UK, when they put rows and rows of barricades, when the royals are going there, wherever they're gonna be, there's nobody there. All right, that's pretty much what she's making reference here. This is why she said, if you know, you know. All right, wide angle only. If you know, you know. Notice the barriers and use not empty. All right, that's that. Gosh, that's great. I didn't realize people had turned out to see them. Australian is doing us proud. Look how happy the crowd is. Yeah, there's this. Let me put this on the list. All right, so I just added this to the list. This is super cute. Look how excited Channel 7 reporter Paul Dawsley was to get a selfie with Prince Harry. Harry is such a people person. I love it. Shame on sour grape Daddy Fell for lying about the sweet interaction and trying to turn it into something it wasn't. All right, let's see this.
Your name's Paul, right?
It's Paul.
You're still smiling.
Are we friends?
Yes, we are.
So the press is saying we're not friends.
As they left, I tried to get ahead of them a few metres to take a couple of selfies with them in the background. And then Harry has actually come up to me and is engaged with me while I'm taking a couple of selfies. I didn't want them to crowd around me, but Harry grabbed me and he said, because I've been with him for 3 days now, he said, Paul, you're always smiling. And I said, it's because I'm happy to see you, Harry. He said, no, but really, whenever I've seen you the last couple of days, you're always smiling. And I said, because we like having you here, mate. And then he said, well, it's good to see, something like, it's good to see you, mate, and I love your tie, right? Now I've seen an article online that has twisted that engagement into me ambushing them for a selfie and somehow compromising things by trying to get them in the background of the selfie. I tried to just, because I'm one of these journalists that needs things on the record, so I did my very best just to clarify where things are at, and that's what we got from.
Wow, I'm glad he's clarifying things. And he's the one who highlighted about the security situation. There's no motorcade, there's no police escort and all of that. So good on him. He's so cheerful. Harry and Meghan are not anti-journalists. They are against journalists with an agenda or one that just regurgitates royal family talking point. Paul seems like that kind of a guy. Alright, so he got a taste of what the Sussexes go through with the lies from his Daily Fail cohort. Alright, isn't he the one who gave Meghan those lovely flowers on their first visit? He is such a breath of fresh air. Always happy. Okay, I don't know anything about that. If I came across it, I probably would have shared it with you. Unless if this tweet is making reference when Meghan and Harry were in Australia last time, there was like this guy who's running pretty much all over the city to get the flower to Meghan. That's the only thing that came to mind. If there's someone else, I don't know. Alright, whatever's on the screen, bottom up. I love him, lol, oh bless him. I like this dude, such a lovely interaction. Harry pays attention to his surroundings. Yep, he does. To his surroundings, even the mood of the journals. Love this. Like I was just saying in this video, and I was like, maybe the reason they felt like it was safe for them to go outside, you know, from those previous videos I just shared with you, is because they probably saw it was safe. They assessed the situation at the moment. They're like, okay, so we could do that today. We may not see it again while they're out there. All right, they go based on the mood. Care Pure Joy, thank you for capturing and sharing this happiness in real time with us. This is amazing. Unfortunately, for people who follow me, they're gonna see it probably days later because I'm still editing day 2. Hope he goes back to morning show and tell his colleagues Peter Ford how nice Harry and Meghan are so he can stop his vitriol toward them. All right, let's go to the next tweet. I literally just saw this tweet, the video, because you know what? Yeah, I'll
Everything's Paul, right? It's Paul. He's still smiling.
make it into a short for you guys. There will be screenshot, obviously. Right, so there's that. They look so good. All I will say are 2 words. Get his image. Real hair that moves in the wind. Oh my god, the squad are freaking ridiculous. In a funny way, okay? Get his image, meaning that they don't Photoshop them, they don't manipulate them. So they make it, you know, authentic. They are authentic pictures. They don't try to make it nice for the sake of online thing. Next tweet. Harry and Meghan arriving at Swinburne University of Technology for an event with the Butter Mental Health Engagement Program. She looks smoking hot. Alright, so there's that. Okay, this pic is fire. I'm trying to get to bed and have major FOMO. Time difference is really killing me. They're out and I'm going to sleep. Alright, there's that. Actually, when I stop, you know, late in the afternoon, my time, it's like they were just starting to show their day 3. Alright, their naturalness and happiness exude compassion and personal contentment. Okay, hat. Meghan has been so happy here. Pantyhose, there's the question mark. Alright, next tweet. Alright, I don't know if I'm gonna have 2 part because it's already 30 minutes. I'm shaking. What? There's more pictures. People are talking about the pictures. This is their guard here. He's been all around. He's walking with that bag. I think the other guy, okay, the other security guard that usually travel with them, in my humble opinion, obviously, this is, okay, my assessment from the outside. I don't know how Harry and Meghan do their thing. I would assume Harry trusts that other security guard. I'll show you a picture of who I'm talking about. Probably one of the guard he truly, not only respect, Harry respect everybody, feel confident to leave behind with probably Miss Doria and someone else because of the kids. That particular guard, he probably trusts more than anybody decided you could stay with Miss Doria and the kids. Because from what I understand, learning through the squads, is that that particular security guard, there's the picture again, have been with Harry for a very long time. So Harry knows him very personally, so he trusts him with his kids. That's what I think, in my humble opinion. Okay, oh my. Someone will have issues with above the knees shock horror, but it's not me. Go Meghan. They are taking Australia by storm. I'm a week behind in my work. I can turn this internet street loose. And YouTube got his hook and me also. Man, I feel good all over. Oh, she's showing thighs. Are you gonna be okay? There's the B word. Come on, legs. The suede shoes are back. Heavy shoes. Oh my god. The squad don't miss nothing. Nothing. The suede shoes. I remember when I first started doing videos for Harry and Meghan. Oh my god, the squad went on with Harry shoes. Prince Harry and Meghan, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, arrived at Swinburne University of Technology in Hawthorne, Melbourne, for a visit to monitor a mental health engagement program. There's the pictures again. Okay, does Meghan fall out? Of course, a lot. Harry is always there with the supporting hand. Gotta love the guy. She looks so cute. Alright, so there's that. This is extra, the pictures with the people, the barricades. Alright, so there's that. That lady didn't tell not one lie. Meghan's face is in fact flawless. Alright, who spoke about it? Alright, so these are extra. Alright, let's go to the next tweet. I need to finish with my list. Oh my god, I might have part 2. Yeah, it's gonna be too long. I may be a little biased, I'll admit, but the photos coming out of Australia are absolutely stunning. Harry and Meghan are a ray of sunshine, and look at the adoring crowd behind them. Harry and Meghan arrive at Swinburne University. Okay, the same thing is repeating where they're going. Alright, so there's that. I can get over her stunningly beautiful Meghan looks, her dashing Harry looks, how stunning the unphotoshopped photos are, and how great this Australia trip is going. I'm so happy for Harry and Meghan and so proud of them. Alright, so that they are here. Stunning pics. And this one, there's a child on an adult's shoulder trying to get a pic at the Duke and Duchess. The excitement in the crowd palpable. As an Aussie, I have loved having them here. By the way of sunshine, they are bring joy to so many. Yeah. Alright, so there's that. Let's go to the next tweet. Now this one has to do with Invictus. That's the picture we saw when I went on X at the beginning of my videos. This man and his wife will always have my unwavering support. They have shown up to do good and will continue to show up and do good no matter what. Prince Harry and Meghan, Australia. There they are here. Well, only Harry. Alright, me too. Sam, been supporting and defending them since 2016 and will continue to do so. They are amazing. We are an exceptional community. There's that. Nice photo. My favorite were the one with Harry at the Building War Memorial. Always, absolutely. Alright, that's an ad. Well, I came in around 2019, 2020. So, it's because of the media. Alright. Next tweet.